أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. My Lord, relieve my mind and ease my task for me, and loosen a knot from my tongue that they may understand my saying. Assalamualaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Did you have a nice lunch? That's good. Alhamdulillah. Right, we're going to have more food for thought now. So this session is about do's and don'ts. This session is about what you would do as a volunteer or what you would do as a volunteer. Now, I mentioned to you earlier on about what a chaplain would have to do, okay? So chaplain basically has had the training and the knowledge, the Islamic knowledge, to be able to minister to the patient in a more religious way. The volunteer may or may not have had that level, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. But at least they will have learned about spiritual and pastoral care, right? So we're going to concentrate on that, but if that volunteer did have a little bit more, knew a little bit about their faith, knew how to make a dua for the patient, or wanted to pray with the patient, then that's even better. And we encourage that if that is at all possible. What we thought we'd do now is to make it a little bit more lively for you. We'll do the do's and don'ts, and we'll have a discussion over the do's and the don'ts. Are the roaming mics ready, by the way? We'll do that, but we'll do it through role play. And then that way, we can watch a certain scenario. That make sense? Yeah? All right, you know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm going to need some volunteers. I'm going to need somebody to be a patient. If you like, be a patient, or you can be an impatient patient. And I don't mind what you're like, because everybody is different, and everybody is who they are. And all I need you to do, or I need this volunteer, to simply pretend. Can you see from over there? Got the podium there. It might be nice idea. If you can't see, please just move across where you can see, or move back where you can see. So here will be the patient, or it doesn't have to be actually, but anyway, yeah. So the patient will be here, sitting. Move them over a little bit. And it's going to be either a bed. You do realize you've got to have a good imagination for this, don't you? So this will be the bed, or maybe be the chair where they are now sitting, okay? This is just another chair in the hospital by the ward where visitors would come and sit, right? And this is going to be the entrance in, right? So here comes the even more exciting bit. Normally, when I do role play, I try to design the role plays, and in each role play, it's set out with its learning, the things that you would learn from it, the learning outcomes. But because you haven't done, people here haven't done that training, and we're just introducing it to you, I'm going to let you just choose the scenario. So this patient, whoever it's going to be, whoever's going to volunteer, all right? I do have a little backup, alhamdulillah. But let's see what we get first. This patient is going to play the scenario that you're going to choose, right? So it's not all being worked out. It's all going to be just like I was walking in to see a patient one day, and I don't know what to expect at all. Right? Let's start off with fairly easy-ish ones. A normal one. Okay? What's a normal one? I don't know. But let's just start off with the fairly easy ones, and then we can get a bit more complicated. And then we can look at what we might want to do. And then, if we've got time, we might even say, okay, the chaplain, the volunteer, because I'm going to act as the volunteer, all right? And the volunteer feels that there's a stage where she can't go any further, and she's going to make a referral. And she says, oh, I'm sorry, but I can't answer that. I don't know the answer to that. But I can refer you to a chaplain if you'd like to have a chat with her. And then if the patient says yes, and if there's time, then I'll come in and work as a chaplain and do the same patient, but I'll come in as the chaplain, so you see what the chaplain would do. Right. Did you really understand what I've just said? Not really. You did. More or less. Ask me a question, what wasn't clear, please? Anything that wasn't clear? Because I'm sure there'll be other people that will be thinking exactly the same thing. Shout it. Have we got those mics ready? Who are the, yeah, wonderful. We've got 2 mics ready. Anybody need a mic to speak? I don't know whether you're shy or not or what. But anyway, all right. So you've understood it then. Cool. Let's start then. You don't have any questions. You know exactly what I mean. We're going to start. Do I have a volunteer who would like to act as a patient? This is the first few easy ones. Ah, wonderful. All right, give me the scenario for him. It's an easy one. How old is he? Not really is he, but how old do you want him to be? Pardon? 50. You're okay. Assalamualaikum, brother. What's your name? Arif. Okay, this is Brother Arif, but he's not going to be Arif in that chair. You're going to be 50 years old. What's the problem with Arif? No. I'm sorry, Arif. Can we find a name for Arif? He's not going to be Arif. Ayub. I heard Ayub. Okay. Aww. Sorry? It is a nice name. So Ayub is 50 years old, okay? What's the problem with Ayub? He's paralyzed. I said the easy ones first. He's got a high fever. Okay. All right. That'll do. Are you happy to have a high fever, Ayub?
At this moment, yeah.
Sorry?
At this moment, yes.
Oh, good. So glad. You're going to have to use that, I'm afraid, because, yeah, people won't hear you otherwise.
All right.
That's better. Okay, so if Ayub would like to take his bed, because if you've got a high fever, you're probably lying down asleep. Yeah. All right, so you sit over there and pretend you're lying down. You might have to slouch a little bit. Or maybe they've given you lots of paracetamol and it's not so bad right now. Yeah. Okay. So you're in your bed and you're waiting, and I'm a volunteer, and I'm coming to do my rounds. Okay. So this is my, and I'm over just to see who's who. Can I just, in your hospital, is there any indication of a religion when you go to see them? No. So I wouldn't have a clue whether he was Muslim or not, would I? Right. Oh, you choose. Is he going to be Muslim? If his name's Ayub. Let's make him Muslim. All right. be whoever you want, all right? There's no rights and wrong in this. Just be what you think a 50-year-old might feel like or be like. All right?
All right.
Right, inshallah. Cool. All right. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Is it a single room or is it a? Oh, okay. Sorry? Oh. I'm learning English. All right. Okay. Is there a door? Do I have to knock on the door? Okay.
Who's there?
It's not one of those jokes, knock, knock, who's there? Oh, hello. Hi, my name's Rihanna, and I work in the hospital here. I work in the chaplaincy department. I'm one of the volunteers, and my work is just to come round and visit patients, and I'm just coming round to visit you as well.
Do I look like the one of the patients?
I told you I didn't want a complicated case, and now he's making it complicated. He just said, does he look like a patient? Ayub, you are a patient. Right, let's start again. Cut. You are a patient, oh. Okay.
Come in.
Hello, my name is Rihanna, and I work as one of the volunteers in the hospital, and I've come just to visit the patients. Am I all right to come in?
Sure. Have a seat.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh. How's today for you? I did catch your name. I think the nurse just mentioned, was it Ayub that your name was?
Yeah, definitely. My name is Ayub.
Well, maybe I should have said Assalamualaikum then.
Then Waalaikumsalam for you.
That's nice. How's it been for you in the hospital?
It's quite boring.
Yeah.
Really quiet. Don't have anybody with me. I feel lonely.
Aww. Excuse me, guys. Why are you laughing? This is very normal. I know we had a few laughs, but this is very normal. Okay? All right. I love you laughing, but let's only laugh when we're supposed to laugh. Okay? Let's do a little bit of serious role play now. Okay? So what he was saying is genuine, right? It's genuine because life as a patient is genuinely boring. Sometimes it's very busy, but it is boring. And everybody's different. So let's listen to him and let's see what I'm doing. Because if you don't take it in seriously, then you're not really going to get to understand what volunteers do, except have fun and games and make people laugh. Right, okay, so. I know it can be quite trying being in a hospital for a while, can't it?
Sorry?
It can be really difficult, can't it? Being in the hospital?
Yep, it's quite different compared to my previous life in the house compared to this hospital.
Yeah. Were you working before? Were you very active?
I'm a pensioner.
Oh, bless you. Oh, and will you be having visitors later maybe or not? Is that...
I don't have anybody. I'm living alone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that it's so hard for you right now.
It's okay.
We, in our department, as volunteers for the that give spiritual support, we're here to give you a space where, if you wanted to talk, everything is confidential. We don't share anything with anybody else, unless, of course, it meant that you're talking about something which was harmful to you or to family, beg your pardon, to anybody, family or anyone else. But otherwise, it's important for you to know that we are here just to listen to you, to be with you, and to support you in any way we can.
I just want someone to be with me because I'm lonely right now.
Yeah, yeah. And it's not nice being in a lonely place. It's not nice.
What do you mean being lonely in not nice to me?
Yeah, I mean, the emotions and the feelings, it's not a nice place to be in, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't mind if you don't want to talk, just nod your head or, it doesn't matter. I'm just here really to be with you, to see what your spiritual needs might be. Maybe say a prayer if you need that. Listen to you, or sometimes patients want us to talk and we will speak instead, but it really is about you. And I just hope that you're going to get better soon. Did I understand the nurse when she told me that you had a fever?
Yeah. And my body's temperature got high, around 38 degrees.
Right. But everybody's looking after you all right over here?
Yeah, the staff were good with me.
Yeah. Sometimes people use different ways of getting over boredom because they don't always have visitors. Do you have any hobbies or anything that you're able to do, or are you feeling that you're just too poorly to be able to do anything?
Usually, out of this hospital life, I love to have a walk at the garden or something real green.
That's nice.
Watching scenery.
I love my garden. Are you?
How's your garden, by the way?
Sorry?
How's your garden?
Could look better, but I'm a busy person, and when I do go out in my garden, I do it really much for my therapy, for my sanity. I find it very therapeutic being in the garden, so I really can relate to you in terms of you like going out into the garden.
Yeah, sounds very common to us.
Thank you, Ayub. You were brilliant. No, thank you, Arif. You were brilliant. Thank you very much.
Okay, Arif, please hold on. Okay, Mr. Rana, I would like to deliver a little bit token of appreciation for Arif. Yeah, they have a gift for you, Arif. So, Mr. Rana, please. Okay. Okay, thank you very much for your cooperation.
Thank you.
Oh, do you need some pictures?
The photographer.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well done. Right, now, after each scenario, we have a little discussion. All right? I don't know how well this is going to work, unless you can speak up loud. Maybe you should stand up. I don't know. It's up to you. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. But if we want to have any dialogue, then we do need to be able to hear each other. Were there any do's and don'ts in that role play that you can see? Any? Should we do one first and then the other? Let's do the do's. What are the do's? What was good? Greeting the patient was good. The active listening, way of approach, the smile, somebody said, yeah? Louder. Ask permission. Cool, you were listening earlier on. That's great. Anything else? Do you know, I can't hear. Thank you.
The part that you mentioned that whatever he says will stay in the room, so it's PNC.
Yes.
So he will feel safe
Absolutely.
to open up to
Yes.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, people are frightened that if I share something, somebody else might get to know about it, and I don't want them to know about it. Yes. Anything else over there?
Not pressuring the patient.
Not pressuring the patient. Yeah. Lovely. Well observed. Any more? Oh, you're really good at this. We've had loads already. Oh. Shall we move on to the don'ts? Right. What was not good? You have to shout it otherwise.
I think don't interrupt.
Don't interrupt. Very good. Don't interrupt. Lovely. What else? What else is not good? Okay, that one wasn't a bad one. Then we only had one thing that this volunteer did that wasn't so good. All right, wonderful. Shall we have a second one? Okay. I've got two people who have already volunteered to be a role play actor, whatever you want to call them. But is there anybody else who'd like to come and do this next one? Right, we've got, gosh, lots of people are very interested. That's really good. I saw two hands go up at the same time. After three, put your hand up. 1, 2, 3. Right, yes, you. What would you like this patient? So we can get more complicated now, all right? What would you like the scenario to be? Oh, all right. Assalamualaikum. What's your name?
Aisha. Waalaikumsalam.
Okay. What we're going to call Aisha while she's a patient? No, what we're going to call her. What's her name? Mariam. Okay. Okay, you're going to be Mariam. How old is Mariam? 14. She can be. Do you know what? I'm going to choose because you're all saying different things. Okay, you're going to be 25. Okay? So, Mariam, 25-year-old Mariam, please sit here in your bed. What's wrong with Mariam, please? This is not working. You have to put your hand up, I'm afraid, and I'll have to choose you. Right, I saw your hand go up. Car accident. Okay, car accident. Fine. That's it, darling. All right, it's a car accident. You could choose what's wrong with you. All right, darling. Okay, wonderful. So we're talking to Mariam, who's 25, and she's had a car accident. We'll have an open ward this time, okay? And I finish with one patient over here, okay? Just left them now. Oh. Assalamualaikum, Mariam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah.
I knew she was Muslim because of a scarf. Mariam, I've just been talking to the nurse earlier on, and she was telling me that she'd spoken to you and you'd seen me going around speaking to other people and you were interested in me coming paying you a visit as well. So I've just finished with one patient and I just thought I'll come round and see you as well. My name is Rihanna and
What do you want?
Sorry?
What do you want?
Well, I'm just about to tell you. My name is Rihanna and I'm one of the volunteers at the hospital and we are I'm a chaplaincy volunteer, and we just come to spend a few minutes with the patient and to smile and just to ask you how you are. That's it, really.
But I feel I don't want to talk to anybody.
That's fine. Maybe I've come at the wrong time, and maybe it wasn't the right time right now. Just that the nurse had mentioned that you said that you'd like a visit, so I thought I'd come down. But that's fine. Maybe, would you like me to come another time?
Maybe you can sit here.
You want me to? Oh, you. Oh, that's okay.
Because you look so kind.
Oh, bless you, bless you. How are you doing, Mariam?
I am student.
How are you feeling? Because you've.
I feel so pain right now.
All right, okay. And are you managing to do your prayers while you're in bed? Are you managing to do your prayers while you're in bed, your salat? Can you manage it while you're in bed? You can. Oh, that's good. I'm so glad to hear that. So glad to hear that. Have they talked about when you might be going home yet, or do you expect to stay here for a while?
They said I must stay for a month.
And you're okay? You've got things to do and books to read and you watch the TV and you're all right?
No. And nobody who visit me right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Because nobody who won't care about me.
I don't think that's true.
Yes. Who wants to care about me?
Is that how it feels?
Yes. Because my parents is divorced. Then don't care about me at all, and they don't ask me whatever I do at my college.
Do you think they're just very busy?
Yes.
Yeah. And it makes you feel that you're not being cared for and loved. Yeah. It's nice that you've got a smile on your face, and it's nice that you're able to talk about it.
I smile because you smile at me.
Sorry?
I smile because you smile at me.
They do say smiles are contagious. Yeah. Mariam, I can come only for a short while, but we do have other volunteers as well. And if you're not getting many visitors, I can ask other volunteers to come and visit you as well. Would you like that?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Aisha. Lovely. Bless you.
Hello. Mariam, please stay on the stage.
I'll
Ms.
leave that on the
Rohana.
chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you a lot, Mariam, for your
Thank you.
participation.
Oh.
I hope you will get well soon, not too long staying in the hospital.
You're welcome. Bless you. Thank you. We're not going to do a beginning, middle, and end because there isn't time. We're just going to take snippets of what we're going to be looking at in order to learn. Is that all right? So, what was good? What are the do's? Huh? Oh, we're going to need that. Yeah, thank you.
Hello.
I think you made her feel comfortable enough for her to, because at first she was a bit defensive and like reluctant
she didn't want to see
yeah,
me.
to speak to anybody.
She
So
soon changed her mind, didn't she?
then I think because the way of your approach, and she felt comfortable with you, then she let you sit
Right.
by her.
Okay, all right. So this volunteer was okay. Yeah, good. She approached well. Anything else that was good that this volunteer did? Over here, down here, please. Just down here.
No, you use the good intonation. Good intonation.
Good intonation of the voice.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Thank you. That's very observant. Lovely. Yeah. Anything else that this volunteer did well? Oh, you're going to get all your exercise in today.
I forgot to mention for the last scene, you introduce yourself before making approach to the patient.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's a very good gesture because people don't really open up to strangers.
Yeah.
So when you introduce yourself,
Yeah.
it make them maybe okay, she get to know you or you're a volunteer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
something
this chaplaincy volunteer tried to, but she didn't get to the point quickly enough.
like that. No.
Yeah. Or the other the patient actually was very keen, and she wanted to know who it was. What else? Anything else before one more, and then we move on to the don'ts.
It's not a command. I just want to ask, when can we have this physical touch? I mean, just now, when the patient started to break down, we touched the patient.
I did.
I just want to know the limit.
Yeah.
When or don't.
This
do's or
is
the don'ts.
always done with very, very much care and thought. So, normally, I as a chaplain would be, can we just bring that back to the next bit, because I'm looking at the do's first, yeah? So, if we could just look at all the do's first, all right? And if I don't get it answered by then ask me again. Any more? Another do? Yeah? What was good? Thank you. Well done. Yeah. Did you all hear that? Yeah. Have we got 2 mics and 2 people? One on this side and one that side that can run about with the mics? That would be. Oh no, because we're using this one, aren't we? We're using this one out. Oh, actually, not when we're finished. When we're having a discussion. Yes, you're right. Sorry, beg your pardon. I'm very slow.
Basically, the patient felt that nobody cares about her.
Mm.
Then when you heard about it, you offer some other volunteers
Yeah.
to come and see her from
Thank
time
you.
to time.
Yeah.
Because 1 month
Yeah.
she's going to stay there.
Yeah. Now there's somebody who's really taking everything in. He could remember. He's remembering that she's gonna be there a whole month, you know. And so we're looking at her future care, aren't we? Her continued care. Lovely. Let's look at the don'ts then. So maybe we should come back to the lady with a cream scarf at the back. We heard what she said actually, didn't we? And you were asking about touch. And that in fact is a don't unless you know it's okay. And normally the gesture comes before with the patient. So if I touch anyone, and if our volunteers or anybody that we train are going to touch anyone, it's only because they feel pretty sure this patient is all right. So for example, if she had touched my hand first, patients often do that. When they feel close to you or they're getting to feel close, they will put their hand out first. If there is a gesture like that, and you feel that through your conversation that this person would be accepting of it, you feel pretty confident about it, then you touch. Otherwise, thank you. That's That's a don't. You don't put yourself forward and you don't touch them. It might work out all right, and actually, Mariam was all right with it. That was okay. We were lucky. But she could have flinched, or she could have felt uncomfortable. But she didn't, and so we were lucky there. But that is one of the don'ts. Give me another don't, please. Shall I give a clue? All right. I started to become a bit religious. What did the volunteer do? I asked her about prayer and whether she could pray all right in there. How do I know whether she prays 5 times a day and wants to do it while she's sick in bed in hospital? How do I know it? I made an assumption. And apart from making an assumption, I was also breaching something else in doing that. What's that? That word that begins with P. I was proselytizing. Because for me, I wanted to make sure that she was going to pray. She happened to be okay with it, and she said, Mariam, you said the wrong thing. I didn't want you to say that. Anyway, she actually said, yeah, okay, I can pray. But in fact, it could have been somebody feeling like, what you come for? Do you really want to come and listen to me? Did you say you wanted to sit with me and let me talk to you? Because actually that's not what you're coming here. You're telling me that I should be praying and how to pray. Yeah? That was a big boo-boo. Yeah, that's a big no-no. It's a big don't. Any more before we move on to the next one? Nope. Okay, lovely. All right. I'm going to call upon my volunteers now, please. Could I have yourself, please? Shall we do something? And your name is? Siraj. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Jazakumullah khair, Siraj, for offering. What shall we call Siraj? Shall we do a non-Muslim? Okay. What's Siraj called? John. All right. You're going to be John. Okay. So John, please take a seat. How old is John? 72. She's quite clear in what she thinks, yeah. So you're going to try hard and be a 72-year-old, okay? And if there are any other 72 years olds here, please don't take offense to what I just said, because I'm sure you are fighting fit. So John, who is 72, is in hospital. With what? What did she say? HIV. Cool! Fantastic! Right. I said we wanted to get a bit more complicated, didn't I? Lovely. So we've got somebody who's not a Muslim here. He's got HIV, and he's 72 years old. Okay, let's waste no time. Let's not bother with knocking on doors and things, okay? We'll just go straight in. You know about all of that. All right. Oh, hi. My name is Rihanna. I work in the hospital, and my work is in chaplaincy, and I'm a volunteer. I'm here just to come and visit patients, see how you are, ask you how you are, and just to spend a few minutes with you.
Oh, thank you for coming. Do you prefer to stand up or to sit down?
Oh, I'd love to sit down.
Oh,
Thank you.
please,
That's
yeah.
really welcoming of you. Thank you. Thank you. My name's Rihanna, as I mentioned, and yours is?
I'm John.
You're John. Lovely to meet you, John. As a chaplaincy volunteer, we visit everybody and anybody. And we do have different chaplains, and we do make referrals if anybody needs any referrals to see a chaplain of a particular faith, but that doesn't have to come into it at all. What we are here for is just to spend a bit of time with you. It's spiritual and pastoral care that we give, just to be beside you, really. How's it been for you being in hospital?
Yeah, I used to mix around with a lot of people every day. But I don't understand why the doctors and the nurses do not allow me to meet people now.
To meet people?
Yeah, like in a prison now.
Oh.
What happened to them actually?
Oh. Perhaps they're looking after you and they need you because they understand how ill you are, and they understand that actually you need to be where you are. I'm sure they're just looking for the best care
But
for
I
you.
think I'm okay.
Yeah, I know. Have you told them that? Have you mentioned it to
Yeah,
them?
I've told them, but they cannot give a good reasons why I should stay here.
You mean you want to go home?
Yeah, go home and meet my friends as usual every day.
I am sure that next time you get a chance, when the doctor comes round, that he will tell you why. And you know what, John? I often say to people, when a question comes to your mind, jot it down if you can, or get somebody to write it down for you.
Do you think you can tell them to change the doctor that take care of me? Because probably they will give the same answer.
Yeah. But have you actually asked the doctor why? Because the doctor will tell you.
Probably I will ask again.
Yeah. The doctor will explain to you why not. And normally, John, it really is about the fact that they think you're not well enough yet. They don't want to let you go out or go home until they're convinced that you're better and well enough to go home.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can ask them all the questions that you want to ask them.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other day I mentioned that I observed that the patient next to my bed, he's gone home now. Something like praying. What he was doing actually?
Right. Okay. Well, I'm not sure. Have they left now, or they?
Yeah, left 2 days
they've
ago.
left. Yeah. But I know that many Muslims will pray in their bed. I don't know if they were Muslim, but it could have been that they were Muslim, and because they are practicing their prayers, they were praying 5 times a day, and they want to still pray even when they're unwell, if they're well enough to be able to do that. It could have been that, or it could have been something else, but I can't say. I'm not sure because I wasn't there. But you know, that's part of life, really, being able to do the things that you want to do if you're able to do them.
Is it good to pray?
Well, I happen to be a Muslim, and I do pray, and I find it's very good. For me, it's really important.
Is it easy to be a Muslim?
For me, it is. Yeah.
Because I heard that when you become a Muslim, there are a lot of don't. Is it right?
Well, it depends whether what you think a lot is, because all the don'ts that are in my life actually are benefits to me. Yeah. So it's true I don't drink alcohol because that's a don't, but I think it's a real benefit. I save a lot of money. A lot of my friends spend a lot of money, and and I don't, and I never get drunk because I don't drink alcohol. So for me, it's like a benefit. What about you, John? Do you have any particular faith?
Not really.
No.
Do you think I can become a Muslim at this age? If it is good?
Everything is about what's in your heart. It's all about what's inside your heart, John. You're asking me something which I have no answer to. But the answer to whether anybody can become a Muslim, if that's what their heart says, they can. Because being a Muslim simply means to believe in God and to believe in the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, which also means believing in prophethood and accepting all the other prophets before him. But if you don't belong to a religion, I mean, I didn't ask you and I don't want to pry, whether you already have a belief in God or not. If you don't have a belief in God, then it would be hard to be a Muslim.
I see. Oh, very good explanation.
Is it? Oh, glad you think so.
How long it takes to apply to be a Muslim?
Well, the nice thing is there is no application form to fill
Is
in.
it? No application?
No.
Can do it now?
You could if you really want to, but the only criteria is that you understand what it means and that you do it from your heart.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's been lovely seeing you, John, and I think
Thank you for coming.
if you want me to come back again, I can come back again.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I hope you get better really, really quickly.
Yes,
I
thank you
will
for
pray
your
for you, John.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Mr. John, I would like to remain on the stage. Mr. John?
It's
Very-
Siraj now.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for your participation.
Thank you. Thank you. Bless you. Well, I was about to finish it halfway through, but he didn't want to stop. So that's why we carried on a bit longer than we would have done. Okay, what was good and what was bad? Either way, doesn't matter. It's up to you. We need to move on, otherwise we're going to run out of time and get the other scenarios in. What was good? What was bad? Anything? Oh, you've gone all quiet.
Okay, this is what I'm thinking. I think that you don'ts is when you give false hope to the patient. As what you said, that maybe the doctor will give you discharge in the next meeting.
No, I didn't say discharge.
Yes.
He wanted to know, back me up, guys. He wanted to know why they wouldn't let him go home. And I said, I'm sure the doctor will tell you why. And you need to ask the doctor. Not that the doctor will discharge you.
Okay.
Yeah? But if I did say that, that would have been a brilliant don't.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. So thank you for that, because I got so wrapped up in that conversation, I forgot my don'ts, actually. But maybe there are some don'ts that I'm not aware of. Any more hands? You have to put your hands right up high for us to see. Well, what did you think then? What did you think about that scenario? Could you do it? Could you sit with somebody who's not of your faith and talk to them? I don't know what's happened.
It's like more of a question actually, not a comment. When he
fine.
expressed his interest in knowing more about Islam, so where do we draw the line? Because we don't want to, because
Yeah.
like we
Did you all hear the question? Yeah, where do we draw the line?
because we don't want him to feel like there's some sort of like discouraging him to learn more, but we also don't want to impose anything, or because there's an ethical thing
We
there
never,
as well.
we never impose and we never proselytize. So this was a good volunteer because she knew that, I've got somebody who's interested in Islam, but she was backing away from it. She wasn't pouncing into it to sort of want to get him to think more about it and quickly start making a conversion or anything, or encouraging him. She wasn't doing that. She was listening to him. we allow the patient to be who they are, okay? We allow them to feel that freedom, that liberty to be who they are. And that's what she was doing with him. She was letting him think through things himself. And so when he said that, she was just simply answering his questions. So she didn't actually proselytize at all, which was good practice. But she did answer his questions. So when he said, so how does somebody become, is that what he said? How does somebody, yeah? She explained and gave an answer to it, but didn't go on about it and say, are you interested? She didn't probe there. What would have happened if she did, do you think? All right. Well, normally the barriers go up. Normally the barriers go up. Because the patient starts to feel that this person actually is here for another agenda and to push something on me, even though they did bring this subject up. It could have been just very, very curious. It could have been about their friend or somebody else, and that's why they wanted to know about it. It might not have been about themselves at all. Thank you. Any other comments? Was she respectful to somebody who was not of her faith? Was she? Was she being respectful? Yeah. Okay. I think you've had enough of that one. I'm quiet. I really don't understand it. Never mind. Okay. Shall we have one? Right. I have another volunteer. I have a volunteer. Oh, we've got another question. Oh, good.
Okay, sorry, miss. First thing first, I love the intonation that you use for the patient.
Okay.
I think that is because of accent, actually. How about we approach to those patients that very racist with religions? If that's
why don't we do the next scenario?
Oh, okay.
With that?
It's not me then. You choose another person then.
They're only acting. Is that it? Because we will do that now then. Yeah? All right. Right. Do I have my volunteer already? Where is she? My volunteer. Who? Oh, okay. Fine. All right. Lovely. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. My name is Afia Sakina.
Afia.
Afia.
MashaAllah. So, what name are we going to choose for Afia? Oh, she's racist, remember. Okay, so I'm Pakistani and I'm Muslim. But I'm going to pretend to be Malay and a Muslim. Okay? So the volunteer is going to be a Muslim, right? And Asian Muslim. Not Asian, Malaysian Muslim. Yeah.
Miss Muslim that which does not believe in religion.
No. The volunteer here, I'm the one that is a Muslim, all right? And I'm Malay, okay? So let's find a name for Asia first. Lina. Hina. Lina.
Putri.
Right, she's chosen, that's it. Okay, Putri. Your name's Putri?
Yes, my name is Putri.
Okay. Okay, fine, Putri. All right, that's it. I don't need to know any more. That's cool. Would you like to take your bed?
I need to pretend
as somebody who is not Muslim and not Malay.
Okay.
Okay, because you're going to be a racist person.
Okay, yes, I like it.
Okay. Use your imagination. Is she white, black, or brown, or yellow, or white? Black, brown. It doesn't matter. She's racist. Okay. Fine, cool. We set then? How old is she? Is she going to be a similar age to me? Doesn't matter in this case. Fine. Cool. All right. Here we go again. Do's and don'ts is what we're looking at. So I've finished whatever I'm going around. Hello. My name's Rohanna. I work at the hospital. I'm one of the volunteers. And I work in chaplaincy where we look at spiritual care. So I've just come round to say, give you a smile and spend a few minutes with you.
Okay. Like meeting first. Can. Sit down.
Oh, right. Thank you. How are you today?
I feel that I'm very not satisfied with Muslim around at my school because I'm very angry with them because I feel they use their time to pray is a wasting of time. Then at the same time, at non-Muslim, we need to do all the work for them. Then they go to rest. So I'm very angry with them.
And this is during school time, is it? When? All right, she's a schoolgirl, okay. Right. Is this school? Is this during class during school time?
Yeah, they are always go for prayer for a reason, but they sleep at surah.
But they what?
They was sleeping. But they use the reason for prayer. I'm very angry with the Muslim because I think the Muslims is control the Malaysia.
Yeah. Do you think that there's a lot? Do you think there are others that feel the same way as yourself as well?
Yeah, I don't know why they need to cover their aurat, they need to pray. Why I don't understand why they want to wasting their time to do some things that is not really important in their life.
I have to admit, I don't know very much about other people's religions either, really. And unless I go and speak to or have the opportunity to talk to somebody of a different religion, then I don't usually know much about them either, really.
So how can I solve my problem? I need one counselor who understand them, then can get rid my angry with them.
You don't have any Muslim friends then? Don't have Muslim friends at school?
All my Muslim friends does not show the good to me.
Oh really? Oh, I'm so sad to hear that. I don't know if this is appropriate or if you would like to know, but I happen to be Muslim, and I do my prayers as well. And I'm happy to share with you if you want to know why I pray, and I can do that. And I'm Malay. I live here as well. Will that be helpful?
Why you pray?
Why do I pray? Well, it all really starts with believing in God. You have to let me know whether things make sense to you as I speak to you, because some people in their different religions do believe in God, so they will understand the Muslim a bit more. But some people who don't believe in God find it hard to understand. But it all goes back to my belief in God. And because I believe that this is the way that He would want me to do, to stop all the busyness in my life, to stop and just meditate and take stock of my life 5 times a day, I find it so beneficial, and that I am worshipping Him and calling to Him and speaking to Him. Because as a Muslim, I believe that everything is in His hands, and that He hears every single one of us. So that's one of the reasons why I pray. I can't say for every other Muslim, but because it is something in my faith, I will look and I will ask, is there a place for me to pray when that time comes? But I'm really sorry if that's offending anybody. We certainly don't ever mean to offend anybody.
I think that religion cannot solve my problem. How can I solve my problem other by using the other ways other than religions?
I'm not sure how your problem will be solved, but the thing is that usually what we find is the more we interact with other people who are different to us, the more we learn about them and the more we see that we're not actually all that different from one another. I'm going to have to stop it there, okay? Otherwise, because I'm not too sure how long we've got, and also because I want to have a discussion with you, and there might be time for one more role play, and this could just carry on and on. There's lots of things to be able to learn from this, but we're not only focusing on how to answer questions from non-Muslims. Okay, we're looking at how I react, how the volunteer would react to somebody who was being antagonistic. Thank you very much. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you very much for that. I'll put that on the chair for the next person or for the roaming mic. And this is a little something for you to thank you for your participation today. Thank you. Allah bless you. Assalamualaikum. Right. Can I have the person who's roaming with this to take this and then they can roam with it, inshallah. Okay, comments please. Do's, don'ts?
Being one of the volunteer is a very good listener. You listen to what a patient's talking to you, sharing everything. It's a very good listener.
Alhamdulillah. Well, this volunteer was pretty good in that. There are one or two don'ts as well. We'll see if you pick them up. But overall, she was very good in not getting upset. You notice? She didn't get upset. If somebody criticizes you, or they start to say what they don't like and you belong to that thing, that can be very painful. And that might be something that I now, outside of the ward, when I'm back in the office, or when I'm back speaking to my mentor, that I will want to share. Not names or anything. And even if in some cases where there are names, it's okay because it's not her confidential talk that you're taking out, and confidentiality is also incumbent on your mentor. Right? Excuse me. What else? Did you enjoy watching it? Yeah? What did you learn? What did you learn? To be patient? To still be compassionate? To still be caring? Good, we've got a question over there. To still be treating another as you would want to be treated. Yeah?
Not a question, but as an opinion, when someone is racist in your religion, but you not react with racist way, you give the better explanation about your religion. So
Okay, sorry, I missed a little bit again.
When someone is racist with your religion, you are not react with it, but you explain better in a better way.
Right, right. Good, thank you. So she was a pretty good volunteer. She was not being reactive. Yeah. That takes some time, because you know what, at the beginning, inside your blood is boiling. Inside you're feeling really, really antagonistic yourself. And you want to retaliate. It's not so much retaliation, you want to defend yourself. And it's so easy just to become defensive. And it's easy to get into a debate and an argument, which is the last thing you do with a patient. So, did any pick up a don't at the very beginning? Anybody pick up a don't? She didn't say what's your name or anything. She never asked her about herself. The volunteer didn't say, throughout the conversation, she never used her name. Ooh, something wrong there. So as soon as this person was being antagonistic, she wasn't interested actually. But the fact is, we need to be able to be in control of all of that. How many minutes do I have left of my presentation? 2? Okay, so that's well timed. There was somebody else who offered to be one of our role play actors today, but bless her, we didn't need her because you were all so enthusiastic, which was great, mashallah. Well, I think to conclude, we've covered quite a bit about care and compassion touching the spirit. And really this is a lot about what our volunteers do, but there's much more to it. What you've seen is something of the tip only. I pray, inshallah, for those of you who really do want to come into this profession, that want to become volunteers for spiritual care, that Allah blesses you in it and makes it easy for you. The only thing I want to be able to say to you about myself in it is that it has helped me to transform myself. So even though from many, many years ago I learnt lots of wonderful things about Islam, teaching me how to be a better person, especially when working across with different people, chaplaincy has helped me to practice it and to train myself. So thank you. Allah bless you all. Thank you for having me here today. وأقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله الذي لي ولكم.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you to our sisters, Ms. Rahana. Ms. Rahana, I would like you remain on the stage. Okay, for a token of appreciation ceremony. So I would like to invite Prof. Madya Dr. Muhammad on the stage, accompanied by Dr. Ahmad Shuib to deliver the token of appreciation. Okay, Alhamdulillah. So kita kembali ke bahasa Melayu ya, boleh semua? Alhamdulillah. Di dalam bidang tafsir dan ulum Al-Quran dari University of Jordan. Okey, beliau kini bertugas sebagai pensyarah kanan Jabatan Al-Quran dan Sunnah Fakulti Pengajian Peradaban Islam Kolej Universiti Islam Selangor. Oleh yang demikian, majlis dengan penuh hormatnya menjemput tak lain yang tak bukan personality TV kita, Ustaz Dr. Haji Muhammad Farid Rafi Abdullah. Dipersilakan.
Okay, bismillah. Halo. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good evening to everyone. Terima kasih kepada saudari pengacara majlis, seterusnya kepada Profesor Madya Dr. Muhammad, Dr. Ishaq Mas'ud, guests from Birmingham, also you guys, future doctors and doctor. How are you? Very bad response. They are doctors very slow. How are you? Good. So, apa khabar? Okay. Kita nak menuju husnul khatimah ni. So, tajuk ni agak menggerunkan sikit sebab saya sendiri pun tak tahu saya akan dapat husnul khatimah ataupun tidak. So, berharap sangat saya dapat husnul khatimah. Dia tajuk asal dia beri pelaksanaan husnul khatimah. So, sama ada pelaksanaan itu merujuk kepada bagaimana volunteers ni buat kerja sehingga dia dapat natijah yang baik, itu juga husnul khatimah. Sebab menghasilkan keberkesanan terhadap pelaksanaan. So itu husnul khatimah. Majlis hari ini berjalan dengan baik dan para peserta mendapat benefit dan juga mendapat input-input yang berguna yang boleh digunakan dalam lapangan sebagai doctors ataupun sebagai volunteers, juga itu merupakan husnul khatimah. Setiap sesuatu yang dimulakan mesti berakhir dengan husnul khatimah. Dia husnul khatimah ni bahasa Arab. Husn asal perkataan hasana, yang baik. Baik. Khatimah penutup. Jadi penutup yang baik. Barangkali tajuk ini dia nak menjurus bagaimana sebagai volunteers boleh merangsang, memberi semangat, memberi kata panduan kepada pasien yang ditemui agar mereka bersiap siaga untuk mendapat husnul khatimah. That I'm right or not? Hello? Okay. Saya pensyarah yang garang. Bukan garang, saya nak anak murid faham. So no point kalau 1 jam saya bercakap, ujungnya anak murid tak faham. So ada beberapa ayat Al-Quran yang saya bawa untuk mengukuhkan lagi tajuk kita pada petang ini. Allah Subhanahu wa taala berfirman, "Wa'bud rabbaka hatta ya'tiyakal yaqin." Dan hendaklah engkau mengabdikan diri kepada Allah Subhanahu wa taala sehingga engkau benar-benar yakin. So end of our life, hujung tu kita nak pastikan kita benar-benar yakin kepada Sang Pencipta. Keyakinan, dia beribadat sehingga dia yakin. Begini, lafaz ibadat dalam ayat ini wa'bud daripada perkataan ibadah yang membawa maksud penghambaan. Penghambaan kepada pencipta. So kita nak bagi tahu bahawa kamu beribadatlah sehingga kamu dapat keyakinan. Ibadat dalam konteks yang lebih luas, bukan dalam konteks yang kita tahu solat, puasa, zakat, ada duit pergi haji, pergi umrah. Bukan sekadar itu. Itu rutin yang wajib buat. Tapi dalam konteks yang lebih luas, konsep ibadah ini mesti dilihat dengan konteks yang lebih luas. Duduk dalam majlis ilmu pada hari ini, ibadat atau tidak? Ibadat. Menjaga kebersihan kampus, ibadat atau tidak? Ibadat. Menjaga tandas di fakulti, ibadat atau tidak? So semua itu ibadat. yang membawa kebaikan, semua itu ibadat. Orang Islam mesti lihat daripada dia mula celik mata, bangun pagi, sampailah dia tidur balik, tak ada satu pun yang memisahkan dia daripada konsep ibadat. Even tidur dia pun adalah ibadat. So, selagi mana saya buat semua ini kerana Allah, kerana pencipta saya, maka saya akan dapatkan satu keyakinan. Saya akan dapat keyakinan. Hari ini saya buat, besok saya buat, lusa saya buat, berpanjangan saya buat, saya yakin satu hari nanti saya akan dapat suatu keyakinan yang menebal mengenai saya sebagai hamba yang dicipta untuk mengabdikan diri kepada pencipta. So, hatta ya'tiyakal yakin. Kamu beribadat sampai kamu yakin. Selagi kamu tak sampai, selagi itu ibadat kamu tidak memberi kesan. Itu maksud dia. Puasa, zakat, haji. Tapi tidak memberi kesan. Kita tidak mahu. Kita mahu dia mendatangkan keyakinan. Yakin ini dia adalah satu tahap bahawa dia boleh menyerah sebulatnya kehidupan dia kepada Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, tanpa meragui, tanpa mempertikaikan, tanpa ada sedikit pun syakwa sangka, tanpa ada sedikit pun yang dalam hati dia ya atau tidak berbelah bagi, tidak. Yakin sepenuh hati bahawa dia ada pencipta yang dia kena mengabdikan diri kepadanya. So, untuk menuju kepada husnul khatimah, seorang manusia mesti sampai kepada tahap yakin. Satu. Keduanya, semua benda lah kita kena yakin. Semua benda. Tak ada benda yang kita tidak boleh terpisah daripada yakin. Saya percaya. Kenapa awak nak jadi doktor? Apa keyakinan yang ada pada diri awak sehingga awak nak jadi doktor? Ya, tak fikir pula. Kau fikir elok apa jawapan dia nanti. Apa benda yang meyakinkan saya jadi doktor? So, doktor ni second hope after Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Betul tak? Doktor ni bila patient datang berjumpa dengan dia, doktor adalah second hope. Pertama sekali manusia kalau beriman dia akan meminta pada Allah. Kalau agama lain pun dia minta pada pencipta, dia minta pada Tuhan dia, pada agama dia, kepercayaan dia. Dalam Islam kita minta kepada Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, berusaha minta dengan Allah, tawakal, sebab iman kita mesti segala sesuatu baik buruk datang daripada Allah. Sakit itu datang daripada Allah, sehat juga datang daripada Allah. Wa idza maridtu fahuwa yashfin. Apabila saya sakit, Allah lah yang beri saya kesembuhan. Wa nunazzilu minal Qur'ani ma huwa shifaa'un wa rahmatul lil muhsinin wa hudan wa rahmatan lil muhsinin. Dalam beberapa ayat, wa nunazzilu minal Qur'ani ma huwa shifaa'un wa rahmah. Kami turunkan dalam Al-Quran ini pelbagai syifa, penyembuh dan juga rahmat kasih sayang Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Dalam ayat yang lain Allah Taala sebut mau'izah. Kami turunkan dalam Al-Quran itu peringatan. Daripada peringatan itu kami datangkan penyembuhan. Saya bila baca ayat tu, dia gugusan ayatnya. Kami turunkan dalam Al-Quran ini adanya peringatan dan penyembuhan. Saya kata macam mana peringatan dan penyembuhan? Betul. Bila jumpa doktor, doktor akan warning kita macam-macam. Dia beri peringatan. Pakcik punya kolesterol tinggi. Daripada sekarang, pakcik kena potong semua makanan-makanan yang berlemak. Daging merah tak boleh makan, boleh makan daging putih saja. Saya pun tak tahu daging putih tu. Tahulah. Kan? Makan daging putih. Dia kata makan ayam, tak boleh makan. Kalau makan sayur-sayur pun jangan tumis-tumis pakai minyak, pakai gebur-gebur saja dia. Wah, pakcik tak boleh makan. So peringatan. Kalau pakcik tu ataupun patient itu, dia tak ambil peringatan yang diberi, yang diberitahu oleh doktor, dia semua atau tidak? Tak, dia makan juga ubat kolesterol dia makan, kan? Dalam masa yang sama, makanan-makanan yang banyak kolesterol pun makan. Berfaedah atau tidak ubat tu? Mana kau tahu? Kau baru tahun dulu kan? Kau baru banyak komen. Ada faedah tapi sikit lah. Betul tak? Ya, baru kau tahu. Dia macam ni kan, sakit ni kadang-kadang dia betul sakit, manusia tak tahan dengan sakit. Tak nak, kalau boleh semua orang tak nak sakit. Tapi bila kata makhluk ciptaan, dia mesti sakit. Tidak ada manusia yang boleh terlepas daripada sakit. Sebab kesempurnaan hanya pada Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Yang tidak sempurna manusia, dia kena sakit. Sakit itu pertama sekali untuk increase keyakinan dia pada Tuhan. Keduanya untuk menguji tahap kesabaran dia. Ketiganya, paling penting untuk saya, penyakit itu akan increase dia punya knowledge. Satu-satu penyakit itu awak akan tahu apa benda di sebalik penyakit itu. Apa punca, apa benda nak makan, bagaimana nak kontrol, itu kan knowledge. Betul atau tidak? Saya kena denggi. Duduk dekat KPJ Kajang. Seminggu, saya kena denggi. So, bila saya kena denggi, saya kaji mengenai nyamuk. Nyamuk Aedes ni, apa benda nyamuk Aedes ni? Rupanya banyak-banyak nyamuk. Nyamuk Aedes ni, yang gigit nyamuk Aedes ni pula, mestilah ada jantan, ada betina. Yang gigit manusia ini, nyamuk Aedes betina je. Saya pun tak faham, kenapa nyamuk Aedes betina suka gigit orang? Mula-mula saya tak faham. Kemudian bila saya baca lagi, saya faham. Oh, sebenarnya, nyamuk betina dia perlukan protein, sebab dia nak bertelur. So dia perlukan darah, protein daripada darah manusia. Kalau nyamuk jantan, dia tak perlukan protein sebab dia tak bertelur. Habis, dia makan apa? Dia makan manisan-manisan daripada tumbuh-tumbuhan, daripada bunga-bungaan. Itu nyamuk. So, increase knowledge sedikit. Pernah macam-macam ubat orang cipta untuk hapuskan nyamuk Aedes ni. Sehingga satu tahap, bahagian research daripada Kementerian Kesihatan buat kajian cipta ubat. Dia akan fogging kan. Bila dia fogging tu macam-macam minyak dia pakai fogging. Sampai satu tahap, dia fogging tu, apa dia buat? Dia campurkan macam-macam, ada beberapa ubat chemical dia campur sehingga kalau nyamuk Aedes tu terhidu asap fogging tu, nyamuk tu boleh jadi mandul. So dia buat kajian sampai begitu sekali. Okeylah, kita kasih mandulkan saja nyamuk Aedes betina ni. Tapi disebabkan Allah Subhanahu wa taala Maha Kaya, dia develop immune system dalam badan nyamuk ni secara automatik. Dia develop immune system. Kau sembuh-sembuh dia tak mati sebab dia develop immune system dia. Saya pun baca Quran. Dalam Quran ada tak sebut nyamuk? Ada. Innallaha la yastahi an yadriba mathalan ba'udatan fama fawqaha. Allah Subhanahu wa taala tidak rasa malu untuk memberi satu perumpamaan mengenai nyamuk ataupun yang lebih kecil daripadanya. Bila kita tengok nyamuk dengan gajah, kita tengok nyamuk dengan gajah. Nyamuk ada belalai tak? Tak ada. Ada. Okey. Mungkin saya salah dengar, ada. Nyamuk ada belalai. Gajah ada belalai tak? Okey, belalai gajah ada gigi? Itulah, kau tengok cerita Korea banyak sangat. Usah tengok National Geography. Tengok National Geography, Discovery Channel. Baru kita increase kita punya knowledge. So, nyamuk, walaupun dia belalai, gajah ada belalai, nyamuk ada belalai. Belalai nyamuk ada gigi. Dia bila gigit orang, dia boleh bius orang tu. Dan bila dia bius, sebab itu masa gigit kita tak rasa. Dan bila dilepaskan cecair daripada virus, dari yang cecair itu yang jadi virus. Kemudian membentuk penyakit. Nyamuk, sekecil-kecil serangga, Tuhan bagi tahu kesan dia. Dan nyamuk ni pula dilengkapkan dengan sistem radar. Dia bila terbang tu dia boleh scan mana mangsa yang layak jadi mangsa, yang mana yang boleh jadi mangsa, mana tak boleh jadi mangsa. Sebab itu kita duduk 5 orang, belum tentu 5-5 kena gigit dengan nyamuk. Daripada 5 tu, seorang aja kena gigit, 4 orang tak digigit. Sebab darah yang dia nak gigit tu mesti sesuai dengan badan dia. Dari sudut kepekatan, dari sudut kepanasan, dari sudut jenis. Sampai begitu sekali, nyamuk ni dilengkapkan dengan sistem scan, dia boleh scan. Hebat tak Allah Subhanahu wa taala? Hebat. So dengan saya kena denggi, saya tahu mengenai nyamuk. So saya increase saya punya knowledge. So begitu juga dengan penyakit-penyakit yang lain. Saya kira Sakit itu hikmahnya kita boleh tambahkan lagi ilmu sehingga kita lihat hebatnya Allah Subhanahu wa taala yang turunkan penyakit, yang datangkan penyakit, dan bersama penyakit itu didatangkan juga penawar. Kemudian Allah Subhanahu wa taala berfirman, "Rabbana afrigh 'alaina sabran wa tawaffana muslimin." Wahai Tuhan kami, penuhilah kehidupan kami dengan kesabaran dan matikanlah kami sedang kami adalah orang yang menyerah diri. Ini nak dapat husnul khatimah. Kita minta Tuhan bagi kita banyak-banyak sabar. Afrigh maksudnya tidak ada satu pun ruang kosong dalam hati perut manusia, melainkan telah diisi dengan kesabaran. Sabar. Sebagai pesakit, dia kena sabar. Sebagai doktor yang merawat, dia pun kena sabar. Kan macam-macam kerana pesakit. Dan saya ada banyak pengalaman. Sebab saya ada 2 orang anak yang saya dapat, anak premature baby, 2 orang. Anak ke-5 dan anak ke-6. So saya ada pengalaman bagaimana berhadapan dengan ujian yang sebegitu rupa. Isteri saya pun pernah kena mild stroke. So saya ada pengalaman bagaimana menghadapi suasana kritikal, sakit dan sebagainya. So sebab itu saya sebut, bila saya jumpa doktor, bila bawa anak, bila ada sakit, bila jumpa doktor, kita tahu doktor adalah harapan kedua selepas Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Jadi doktor ni sebelum jadi volunteer kan, ataupun orang awam nak jadi volunteer, dia kena faham jadi volunteer ni untuk apa. Dia selain daripada kita baca apa yang tertulis dalam nota-nota yang disediakan ataupun laporan yang disediakan oleh doktor, oleh medical officer, yang dibaca kemudian oleh pakar, dia bukan sekadar itu dibaca, dia mesti baca dengan hati perut, dia mesti baca dengan nilai-nilai manusiawi. Saya nak cerita pengalaman saya. Anak saya yang ke-5 bila premature masuk dekat NICU, Hospital Serdang sebelah ni. First doktor lelaki, sambut baby, dia abuse orang rumah saya, lepas tu pakar baby datang, ambil, bawa pergi baby dekat NICU, masuk dalam incubator, lepas tu doktor tengah masukkan kabel apa semua, dia masukkan wire tube semua. Saya duduk kat luar, saya tengok daripada jauh, dah selesai apa semua, saya dekatkan, saya pergi jumpa doktor. Saya kata, doktor, ini anak saya. Bagaimana keadaan dia, doktor? Dia kata, begini encik, dia punya organ semua dah ada, cuma tak matang. Kita akan tolong matangkan dia dalam incubator ni. Cuma kita sabarlah. Kalau baby ni strong, dia boleh survive. Dan satu perkara yang perlu kita jaga ialah supaya kita tak bawa apa-apa kesan pada baby itu. Maksudnya, bila kita nak sentuh, kita pastikan tangan kita betul-betul kita basuh dengan ubat yang disediakan, sabun yang disediakan. Sebab kulit dia tak matang, senang boleh kena infection. Baby, premature baby ni benda yang paling penting sekali, you have to care supaya tak kena infection. Kalau kena infection, susah untuk dia nak protect sebab skin dia tak ada lagi. Dia ada mata tak matang, dia ada telinga tak matang, dia ada jantung, paru, semua organ tak matang. So kita akan tolong, so kita pakar-pakar kena tolong. Itu first doktor. Second day atau petang saya bawa isteri saya sebab first dia kena bius, dia duduk kat ward lagi. Lepas tu petang saya tolak dia pakai wheelchair. Saya bawa, ada doktor perempuan. Nama doktor tu pun saya ingat. Tapi tak mau sebutlah. Kan? Saya datang bawa isteri. Tadi tak apa doktor lelaki, ini doktor perempuan, bawa isteri saya. Saya tanya dengan doktor tu, doktor bagaimana keadaan saya? Kita tak boleh cakap apa-apa sekarang sebab dia very critical, 50-50. Kata kau ni belajar medik kat mana? Ada juga manusia yang jadi doktor macam tu. So dia tak ada passion. You kena faham, yang datang tu ibu yang baru baby dikeluarkan, perut telah dibelah, dia pun nanggung sakit. Bukan senang seorang pesakit. You doktor senang lah, you cakap boleh selamat, tak boleh selamat. Kan? You kata kalau tak selamat pun kita terima, kalau kata selamat pun kita terima. Takkan kita nak bergaduh dengan dia. Betul tak? Kalau kata encik tak selamat encik, saya cakap apa? Doktor cakap betul-betul. Kan? Saya nak marah lagi. Kan? Tak selamat encik, tak apa terima. Selamat encik, tak apa terima. So kita ni terima. So jangan disebabkan you pegang status sebagai doktor, you boleh cakap apa saja yang mahu. Isteri saya, bila anak kelima, saya dapat baby ke-6, selepas isteri saya kena mild stroke. By medical, isteri saya memang tak boleh. Dilarang sekeras-kerasnya daripada mengandung. Sebab dia adalah patient mild stroke. Dia ada masalah hypertension. So tak boleh. Doktor memang strictly tak advise. Tapi dia dah mengandung. Nak buat macam mana? Yang tengok saya buat apa? Rezeki Tuhan Allah bagi, nak macam mana kan? Mana kita ingat dia pernah kot dia orang sebut tak boleh mengandung, tapi memang betul-betul tak ingat. Tak ingat. So sekarang dah mengandung, dah masuk bulan ketiga. So ada doktor Islam datang, doktor Melayu Islam datang kata, oh memang bahaya sangat ni. Encik patutnya tak ni, encik. Apa salah encik, semua encik? Kan? Semua salah saya ke? Kan? Salah saya ke semua? Tapi tanggung aja lah. Kan? Orang marah pun. Encik patut kena berhati, bukan macam ni. Patut hari tu lagi dah tutup dah. Kita dah ikat dah. Kan? Sepatutnya tak mengandung lah. Ini kritikal, tak boleh apa semua. Kita akan tengok lah. Kalau tak boleh, kita akan remove. Kita akan removekan kandungan. Sebab kita nak bagi priority for the mom. Saya senyap je lah. Saya cakap apa? Duduk beliti. Tapi doktor tu memang nampak mak-mak sikit lah. Jadi saya tak marah sangat. Saya pun terima je lah, tak apalah. Lepas tu, kes tu dipindahkan ke Hospital Serdang. Datang seorang doktor yang bukan beragama Islam. Doktor yang berbangsa India, Hindu. Datang. Lepas tu, saya tanya dengan doktor tu, orang masuk pun ada. Dia kata, puan, ini hadiah daripada Tuhan. You have to take care. Kami dari medical side, kita akan bantu you. Untuk sejauh mana you boleh survive dengan baby you. Apa-apa, kita banyaklah berdoa. Oh, masih kata, nampak dia lagi beriman. Sorry to say, because I know lot of you yang dalam dewan ini the future doctors. So saya rasa benda tu kena faham lah. Tak boleh kalau benda tak jadi, you nak protect, you nak void, no problem. Kalau benda tak jadi daripada awal lagi, tapi benda dah jadi. So apa you boleh bantu? Dari doktor boleh cakap apa, doktor boleh bantu apa? Apa ubat yang ada? Apa treatment yang ada perlu ambil? Patut kita nak dengar yang itu. Baru you nampak you sebagai seorang apa? Yalah, saya pengalaman begitulah. Saya tak semua adalah seorang dua. Nak buat macam ni. Mungkin dia pun ada masalah dengan suami dia ke, dia ada masalah dengan dia terbawa-bawa. Orang perempuan, orang lelaki pun sama juga. Kadang-kadang terbawa-bawa kan. Dia tak pandai nak. Sama jugalah saya di pensyarah pun. Kalau student pagi-pagi datang ada masalah, saya kata boleh tak jumpa saya lepas saya sarapan. Saya nak sarapan dulu. Sebelum sarapan saya digarang. Nanti lepas sarapan jumpa saya. Nampak garang sikit petang ni kan? Kan? Sebab tak makan tengah hari. Tak ada, saya sebut ni sebagai sebahagian daripada pengalaman. Tuan-puan kena ingat bahawa saya sebut ni adalah the real story. Saya tak reka, saya tak dengar daripada orang lain. Apa yang berlaku. So saya nak kalau boleh lebih lagi kita rasa sabar, kita lebih rasa lagi yakin, ubat ya betul. Tetapi di situ ada kuasa lain yang akan membantu. Kita tidak boleh mengambil keputusan untuk mengatakan sesuatu yang muktamad. Even orang tu dah brain dead ke, orang tu memang cancer stage 4 dan sebagainya. So yang semua tu kita serah pada Allah. Kita akan berusaha sedaya upaya, kita akan berusaha. Sebab itu dia ada simpati dengan empati. Simpati ni bila orang kata saya sakit, oh ya ke? Tak apalah, sabarlah. Saya sakit, saya pun pernah sakit. Itu empati. So ya, puan sakit, saya pun pernah sakit puan. Saya tahu bagaimana sakit tu. Memang cukup memeritkan, tapi itu empati. Kalau simpati ni dengar je lah angguk, buat muka sedih, buat muka kesian kan. Itu je lah simpati. Baik, kemudian wa tawaffani musliman wa alhiqni bis salihin. Ini doa Nabi Yusuf alaihi salam, wahai Tuhan, matikan aku sebagai seorang muslim dan pertemukan aku dengan orang-orang yang saleh. Tawaffani musliman. Muslim ini membawa maksud menyerah diri. Masa mati itu, masa hayat dia kembali, dia nampak dia menyerah diri kepada Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Jadi kita tahu, bila kita ni pergi ke ward, kita pergi ke hospital, bila kita pergi ke ward, kita akan jumpa macam-macam keadaan manusia. Ada yang semayang, ada yang tak semayang, ada yang berzikir, ada yang tak berzikir, ada yang menyerah diri bulat-bulat, dia tak ada usaha. So, kita kena yakinkan kepada dia sampai akhir hayat, sampai nafas dia yang terakhir, dia tidak boleh menyerah kalah. Dia mesti rasa ada pergantungan kepada Allah Subhanahu wa taala. So, dia kena jagalah peraturan-peraturan sunnah alam. Maksudnya, dia sebagai seorang pesakit, dia masih lagi tidak terlepas daripada tanggungjawab kepada Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Jadi kadang patah tangan aja tak payah sembahyang. Kan? Migraine sikit tak payah sembahyang. Patah kaki tak payah sembahyang. Mana boleh? Kalau you jadi unconscious, dalam keadaan awak ditidurkan, awak diberi ubat sampai awak tidur 3-4 hari, itu lain cerita. Itu maksudnya awak ditidurkan, memang awak tak boleh solat. Kemudian bila dah sedar, 3 hari itu awak kena qada. Pecah air ketumban, kena solat ke tak payah solat? Nah, tengok, ramai yang tak tahu. Tak ya kot. Kau jangan tak payah kod-kod ni doktor. Kau jangan jadi kod-kod. Rasanya macam tak ya lah. Rasanya lagi, kod lagi. Kan pecah air ketumban, dia belum beranak lagi. Dia kena solat. Kan dia bila darah nak keluar baby, baru dia start tak solat. Doktor bila induce kan, doktor pecahkan air ketumban. Nak bagi apa? Nak bagi apa? Dari kontra apa? Itulah saja nak dengar. Kau ingat tak ingat istilah-istilah tu? Nak bagi cepat beranak, dia kata. Senanglah faham. Betul kan? Jadi dia kena solat tak kena solat. Jadi doktor pun kena tahu juga sebahagian bab-bab fiqah ni. Kan? Sambil nak masukkan ubat, sambil cek, pakcik dah zuhur, dah solat belum? Kan? Boleh tak doktor tanya? Makcik dah solat belum? Jangan lupa solat ya, solat ni penting. Kami ni berusaha saja, yang lain semua kita serah. Adakah ianya menyalahi etika sebagai seorang doktor? Habis kenapa tak buat? Kalau kita sebut, saya ni berusaha je makcik, pakcik, saya berusaha je puan, tuan, yang lebih tu adalah kuasa Tuhan. Mesti dia rasa insaf. Kan hari ni tengok, tak semai besok tengok. Pakcik tak sedar-sedar lagi. Takkan tak sedar-sedar pakcik, ya Allah, pakcik ni kan. Tak adalah, itu dah salah etika lah. Kita ni tak mau judge orang, kita mahu memberi motivasi kepada orang. Memohon agar dikurniakan husnul khatimah. Kita minta, baca Allahumma ya muqallibal qulub, thabbit qalbi ala dinik. Wahai Tuhan yang membolak-balikkan hati, tetapkan hati aku pada agamamu. Ya, jadi minta supaya Allah kekalkan hati itu dalam agama. Allah Subhanahu wa taala berfirman, saya nak ambil dia punya hujung ayat tu, wala tamutunna illa wa antum muslimun. Wahai orang beriman, bertakwalah kalian kepada Allah dengan sebenar-benar takwa, dan janganlah kamu mati melainkan kamu telah menyerah diri kepada Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Wa antum muslimun. Kan selalu diberi terjemahan bahawa melainkan agama Islam. Jangan mati melainkan agama Islam. Tak. Dia agama Islam aja tak cukup. Dia mesti ada penyerahan. Al-khudu' wal-inqiyad. Tunduk dan patuh. Islam itu membawa maksud tunduk dan patuh. So kita ada sifat tunduk, kita ada sifat patuh. So jangan mati selagi mana belum ada ciri itu dalam diri kita. So sebagai seorang pesakit, sebagai seorang yang volunteers, so kita kena bagi tahu. Kalau kita nampak dia boleh solat tapi kenapa tak solat? Ya. Boleh baca Quran, kenapa tak baca Quran? Boleh berzikir, kenapa tak mau berzikir? Kenapa dia tak buat meditation yang sedemikian untuk merawat jiwa dia? Orang sakit ni dia perlu ditenangkan. So penenang yang paling baik ialah dia menjaga solat, zikir, benda simple-simple aja boleh buat. So tafsiran ayat ni tetaplah atas ajaran Islam sehingga bertemu ajal. Seseorang muslim hendaklah memohon kepada Allah Subhanahu wa taala agar dikekalkan dia dengan ajaran Islam sehingga bertemu ajal. Sesungguhnya sesuatu kesudahan adalah bergantung kepada amalan yang terakhir. So dia punya final destination tu nak tengok hujung sekali apa dia jadi. hujung. Hadis Ibnu Mas'ud. Minta maaf, ada tinggal. Sebab saya punya keyboard tadi ada masalah. Tekan-tekan huruf tak keluar. Dah lama dah komputer. Sejak saya buat PhD 2010 sampai sekarang saya pakai dah 2010. Berapa tahun? 9 tahun dah. Sian. Macam-macam tumpah kopi, tumpah apa, tumpah. Dijemur. Lepas tu pakai balik. Sekarang ada huruf-huruf tak keluar. Dia pakai sampai rosak tak apa. Jangan rosak sebab tak pakai. Otak manusia pun sama. Kau jangan gelak kan. Brain also same. Otak manusia pun sama. Dia akan rosak bila tak pakai. Rosak. Sebab Imam Ghazali sebut di antara jenayah yang paling besar manusia buat tidak memainkan peranan pada otak dia. Akal, kenapa nama disebut akal? Kerana dia memikirkan, dia berfikir, dia bekerja untuk mendapatkan natijah-natijah dalam sesuatu perkara. Sebab duduk dia kena banyak fikir. Sebab menjadi fikir itu adalah salah satu yang dikategorikan sebagai ibadat. Fikir benda-benda yang baik. Saya rasa doktor ni kan kalau dia beriman, kan, kalau dia tengok bila dia baca buku anatomi, bila dia baca buku-buku berkaitan dengan tubuh manusia, saya rasa dia akan orang pertama sekali rasa bertambah iman. Innama yakhshallaha min ibadihil ulama. Orang yang paling takut kepada Allah di kalangan umat aku, di kalangan manusia ialah para ulama. Ulama itu bukan ulama yang pakai serban, pakai jubah. Belum tentu. Ulama ayat yang duduk dalam gugusan tu, dalam surah Fatir, tak silap saya, innama yakhshallaha min ibadihil ulama, sesungguhnya orang yang benar-benar takut kepada Allah dari kalangan hamba aku adalah para ulama. Ulama itu siapa? Ulama itu ialah golongan yang memahami ilmu-ilmu berkaitan dengan alam, ilmu-ilmu berkaitan dengan sains. Sebab gugusan ayat tu duduk dalam gugusan ayat cerita langit, bumi, hujan, gunung ganang, ciptaan. So itu bukan kerja ustaz. So yang takut itu adalah golongan para sarjana yang fokusnya kepada ilmu berkaitan dengan sains. Itu memang saya faham begitu. Sebab mustahil Tuhan nak sebut satu perkara yang luar daripada konteks. So kita pun kata yang takut kepada Allah ialah para ulama. Betul lah, para ulama tu memang kena takut, automatik dia kena takut. Tapi yang ni yang menimbulkan rasa takut kepada Allah Subhanahu wa taala ialah kerana mereka kenal ciptaan-ciptaan Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Sebab itu bila belajar ilmu sains, ilmu perubatan, bila lihat sesuatu perkara, masya-Allah. Anak saya tanya baru ni, bah, bila dalam buku sebut buku sains darjah 3, dia sebut bah, betul ke mata manusia ni sebesar bola tenis? Saya kata, mak ai besar. Sumbat buku. Sebab buku tu kata sebesar bola tenis. Saya kata, sebab dia tak pernah tengok pun bola tenis. Dia kata bola tenis tu macam mana bang? Macam bola ke? Tak, bola tenis ni kecil sayang. Saya pun Google, tunjuk dengan dia bola tenis. Lepas tu saya Google lagi, tunjuk dengan dia gambar mata. Nah, mata besar macam ni, mata besar. Dia lebih dekat-dekat nak samalah, taklah exactly sama macam bola tenis. Kan nak beritahu dia. Oh, besar ni bah. Besar. Tengok mata manusia boleh identify color, boleh identify rupa, bentuk. Jadi maha kaya Allah Subhanahu wa taala yang bagi manusia mata. Tilawah dulu semalam habis kan? Sabtu baru ni. Sabtu ni hari Ahad dah. Semalam ah. Jumaat malam habis. Tilawah peringkat kebangsaan. Naib Johan. Adik Qayyum Syarimi. Dia ni buta. Dapat Naib Johan tilawah peringkat kebangsaan. Dia baca Quran tu menitis air mata saya tengok. Mengapa-ngapa dia pakai Quran Braille kan? Mengapa tengok. Kan? Baca betul pula tu. Kan dia punya Braille ni titik-titik je. Dot kan. Dia pegang, baca dah lah, baca betul, baca sedap, menang dapat nombor 2. Kita celik baca salah. Mata nampak apa semua. Salah lagi baca. Dia celik mata, kita celik mata hati. Dia buta mata kepala, kita buta mata hati. Kita tu saya lah, mungkin kamu tak. Betul kan? So Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, sebab dia begini. Dia kalau kita belajar pun, bila Allah tarik dia punya mata, Allah tarik nikmat mata, kita kata dia tak nampak ustaz, mata tak nampak. Tak. Allah increasekan power memory dia, power dia di bahagian yang lain. Sebab Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala pindahkan sesuatu yang patut dia lihat, dia boleh penglihatan kuasa melihat itu dipindahkan ke bidang lain, ke bahagian lain, sampai dia punya deria ni, dia punya sistem deria ni menjadi more stronger daripada orang biasa. Dia pernah jumpa saya dulu masa tingkatan, masa darjah 6. Qayyim ni pernah jumpa saya, ada satu program reality kanak-kanak. Saya duduk dengan dia 1 minggu, ajar dia Quran dan sebagainya. So lepas 10-12 tahun jumpa balik. Saya tak cakap apa-apa. Saya duduk berdiri sebelah dia. Saya kata Assalamualaikum. Dia kata Waalaikumsalam. Mata tak nampak. Dia datang dekat saya. Pertama sekali dia cium saya. Dia hidu badan saya. Hidu. Ustaz Farid dia kata. Tengok. Jadi bau saya dari dulu sampai sekarang tak ubah. So Allah bagi, kita boleh ke? Cuba kau bawa kawan kau 10 tahun lagi, kau tu jumpa dia balik, tutup mata kau cium dia. Kan? Siapa ni? Kan? Siapa ni? Sebab kita tidak, sains tu tak kuat. Ya. Budak buta, ada saya jumpa seorang budak buta, sembang, ada kawan tu kenalkan saya, ni Ustaz Farid, oh dia pun seronok. Lepas tu, Ustaz boleh ambil nombor telefon tak? Dalam hati kata, kau buta, macam mana kau nak ambil telefon aku? Hati kata kan, macam mana awak nak ambil nombor saya sedangkan awak buta? Dia pun ambil. Okey, saya kata saya bagilah 1019-241-0062. Dia pun nama Ustaz Farid kan. Dia siap save nombor, siap nama. Betul. Saya kata Ustaz, saya bagi miss call kat Ustaz. Dia dah save semua, dia bagi miss call kat saya lagi. Hebat tak hebat? So Allah, saya nak beritahu Allah bawa yang Allah tarik daripada dia, mata tu Allah tarik bagi kat dia dalam bidang, dalam perkara yang lain. Itu. Saya ada seorang guru dekat Jordan dulu, Profesor Dr. Fadl Hasan Abbas. Dia ni juga buta. Banyak dia karang buku, profesor. Saya pernah sempat belajar dengan dia. Setiap petang ada anak murid akan baca dengan dia kitab. Sebab tak semua buku diberilkan. So ada anak murid kena duduk dengan dia baca kitab. Katakan kitab tu 30 jilid. Budak tu akan baca setiap hari 2 jam. Satu hari saya sampai tu, budak tu dah sampai ke jilid yang ke-6. Dia baca jilid ke-6 dekat syekh ni. Dia baca. Dia kata, kejap. Ulang balik. Budak tu baca balik. Kenapa kat sini dia cakap lain? Kenapa syekh? Masa dekat jilid 2 dia cakap lain. Jilid 2 cakap lain? Agak-agaknya jilid 2 3 tahun lepas kot. Budak tu baca. Tapi kata, tak mungkin kot syekh, takkan dia silap. Tak. Jilid 2 dia cakap lain, ayat tu dia cakap lain, kat sini cakap lain. Kontra ni. Kau buka balik, buta. Jadi budak tu membuka balik jilid 2, ayat berkaitan, buka muka surat, baca, memang betul. Kontra dengan apa yang terdapat pada jilid ke-6. Pengarang yang sama. Nak beritahu Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala beri kekuatan. Sebab itu dalam pepatah Arab disebut, akhadallahu basarahu faraddalahu basiratahu. Allah ambil penglihatan dia, tetapi Allah kembalikan mata hati, kecelikan mata hati. Sebab itu Pak Hamka sebutkan dalam innama ta'mal absarul lati fis sudur. Yang buta itu bukan buta mata kepala, tetapi buta mata hati. Apa guna kalau mata kepala itu celik kalau mata hati itu buta? Sebab apa saja yang dilihat oleh mata kepala, kalau mata hati itu buta, apa saja yang dilihat oleh mata kepala dia tidak akan memberi mesej yang betul kepada mata hati. Betul tak? Atau sukar untuk dipaham. Kan pagi tadi Datuk Siddiq Fadil dah ceramah dah kan? Kan lebih kurang begitu bahasanya. Saya salah seorang yang kagum dengan Datuk Siddiq Fadil. Saya suka bahasa dia, Masya Allah. Kan begitu Pak Hamka kata, apa guna kalau kepala mata itu celik, kalau mata hati itu buta. Kalau mata hati itu buta, apa saja dilihat oleh mata kepala akan memberi mesej yang salah kepada mata hati. Betul? Sebab mata ni kan dilihat, dia mencerap, dia tengok, dia cerap. So bila cerap tu pencerapan berlaku tapi mesej yang betul tak sampai. Mesej yang betul tak sampai. Hadis Ibnu Mas'ud, ketetapan Allah Subhanahu wa taala sebelum ajal tiba. Hadis ni panjang, saya nak sebut begini. Hadis ini menyebut seseorang itu beramal dengan amalan ahli syurga, antara dia dengan syurga tinggal satu hasta, ketetapan Allah mendahului ajal dia, mati masuk neraka. Seorang lain pula beramal dengan amalan ahli neraka, antara dia dengan neraka tinggal satu hasta, ketetapan Allah mendahului ajalnya, mati masuk syurga. So saya tak faham. Macam mana seorang tu beramal dengan amalan ahli syurga, hujung hayat dia ketetapan Allah mendahului ajal dia. Saya tak faham. Lama saya baca saya tak faham. Tapi ada kisah benar. Abang saya convert 1990. Saya convert tahun 1990. Abang saya convert 2004. Abang saya. So masa 1990 saya masuk Islam, yang paling kuat halang saya, yang pukul saya, yang belasah saya, sampai ada jahit, 7 jahit ni kat kepala ni, abang saya lah. Sebab dia rasa sangat terkilan. Sebab adik-beradik saya 5 orang. Kakak, abang, kakak saya. Saya anak bongsu. So abang saya rasa sangat-sangat sayang pada saya. Bila tahu saya masuk Islam, dia paling marah lah. Dia pukul saya. 2004, dia telefon. Dia kata nak masuk Islam. Saya pergi ambil dia, bawa dia masuk Islam. Saya kata, dulu saya masuk Islam, abang marah saya, sekarang abang masuk Islam. Kenapa abang masuk Islam? Apa benda yang menyebabkan masuk Islam? Dia kata, kau ingat tak masa aku pukul kau ada tanya aku soalan? Tak ingat. Because when you reach certain of your age, they will have dia dalam brain kita, dia have automatic generate system, dia panggil, dia akan delete unnecessary memory. Saya dah set macam tu. Hebat kan? Jadi dia dah set macam tu. Jadi kalau 5 tahun, 6 tahun, dia akan delete unnecessary memory, delete. Sebab kita nak masuk upload memory baru, teknologi baru kan, kita akan update balik kan. Tak percaya sudah. Kamu akan sampai umur tu. Sebab itu bila dah sampai 60 kan, kawan dia kawan baik dia, tapi dia tak ingat nama dah. Ingat lagi tak aku? Kejap. Alah, pecah muka kau, tapi sebab dia dah delete dah. Sebab dia automatic generate benda tu. Tak percaya? Dan kamu sama juga. Kalau kawan, takkan semua kawan-kawan sekolah rendah nama dia kita ingat. Sekarang jumpa balik. Awak ingat tak kat saya? Satu sekolah. Yalah satu sekolah. Nama siapa ya? Dia bukan sebab banyak makan semut, makan kepala ikan. Tak. Disebabkan dia memang automatic delete unnecessary memory. Alright. So, bila abang saya masuk Islam, tahun 2004 dia masuk Islam. Lepas saya tanya, kenapa abang masuk Islam? Dia kata, kau ingat tak aku tak, apabila aku pukul kau tanya aku satu soalan? Saya kata, saya tak ingat. Kau tanya di mana salahnya Islam? Betul. Bila saya masuk Islam, dia pukul saya. Saya tanya, kenapa abang marah saya masuk Islam? Islam tak betul. Saya kata, tak betul di mana tak betul? Tak betul di mana tak betul? Bagi tahulah saya di mana tak betul. Kalau betul abang boleh buktikan di mana tak betul, saya pun tak mau Islam yang tak betul. Kau ngajar, kau jawab, cakap aku, pam, dia tambah lagi. Kan? Saya nak tanya je, tapi dia marah, nak buat macam mana? Kan? Ya begitulah resam orang besar-besar. Dia boleh bicara semahunya. Orang kecil seperti saya paling kuat dibicarakan. Kan, dah jadi macam Datuk Siddiq Fadil aku ni. Kan begitulah kan. Dia kata tak boleh jawab, dia pam, dia tambah lagi. Rupanya soalan itu telah menjadikan dia seorang yang mencari. Kenapa dia mencari di mana buruknya Islam? Sebab dia nak jawab balik kepada saya. Hari itu dia tak boleh buktikan, dia cari, dia tak jumpa mana buruknya Islam. So dia kata, aku cari-cari, aku tak jumpa di mana buruknya Islam. Jadi aku surrender, aku masuk Islam. Dia convert, dia masuk Islam. So dia masuk Islam hari Isnin, hari Jumaat dia meninggal. So Isnin masuk Islam, Jumaat meninggal. So bila hadis ni saya baca, seseorang itu beramal dengan amalan ahli neraka, antara dia dengan neraka tinggal satu hasta, ketetapan Allah mendahului ajal, dia mati masuk syurga. Saya tak faham. So bila benda tu berlaku, abang saya masa tak Islam, apa benda dia tak buat? Dia kontraktor, macam dia ada duit, tapi macam-macam lah dia buat. Saya tahu. Tapi lepas masuk Islam, seminggu dia masuk Islam, Allah hapuskan semua dosa-dosa dia. Betul, Rasulullah sebut, Al-Islam yajubbu ma qablahu. Islam menghapuskan dosa-dosa yang sebelum Islam. Dia seperti bayi yang baru lahir, bersih kan? Hari Isnin dia masuk, hari Jumaat dia meninggal. Meninggal pula hari Jumaat. Sebab kita tahu salah satu ciri yang dapat husnul khatimah ialah meninggal pada hari Jumaat. Saya pun cemburu dengan kematian dia. Kakak ipar saya datang marah-marah. Dia kata, engkau dalam masuk Islam, kau bawa suami aku masuk Islam. Apalah engkau ni, adik ipar tak gunalah, itulah. Dia mengamuk. Dia kata, aku nak makan apa? Saya tak nak jawab, saya tengah uruskan kan. Kau cakap engkau ni, yang kau betul-betul menyusahkan. Abang kau dah menyusahkan aku. Saya kata, ya abang saya baru meninggal, saya tengah sedih. Takkan dia nak marah arwah kan? Saya kata, Kak, abang dah pilih masuk Islam. Itu pilihan dia, saya tak paksa pun. Dia sendiri yang masuk Islam. Kan kita hormat ajalah. Dah kalau akak bising pun tak ada faedahnya. Yalah aku ni lepas ni nak makan apa? Makan apa? Saya makan nasi lah. Tanya saya buat apa, makan apa, macam-macam boleh makan. Tapi saya faham lah, saya faham maksud dia. Jadi saya kata beginilah Kak. Dia takut sebab abang saya Islam, saya Islam. So saya pewaris tunggal harta pusaka abang saya tahu. Oh macam-macam saya dapat. Tapi disebabkan saya tak mau berlaku zalim kepada kakak ipar saya, dia bukan orang lain. Kakak ipar saya, anak-anak buah saya. Saya kata begini Kak, 1 sen duit abang saya tak nak. Semua saya bagi kakak. Rumah dia, IPF dia, semua kakak ambil. Dia kata, kalau macam tak apalah Kak balik dulu. Saya tak maulah nampak Islam tu. Sampai sekarang saya baik dengan kakak ipar saya. Sampai sekarang baik. Sebab hubungan dia kekeluargaan ni macam mana pun takkanlah diputus. Islam tu pilihan masing-masing lah. Saya pernah pilih Islam, saya pernah masuk Islam. Kita tak paksa. Islam ni pun bukan agama yang memaksa. Islam ni agama yang terbuka untuk dikaji, untuk dibincang, untuk dianuti. Tak ada masalah. Cuma kita nak, jangan ada sikap prejudis, itu je. Sampai sekarang keluarga saya baik dengan, mula-mula dia nampak Islam. Oh saya nak pergi Jordan dulu, keluarga saya. Kau nak pergi mana? Kau nak pergi Jordan? Elok lah tu. Pergilah belajar kat Jordan. Balik duduk masjid, sapu tek cicak. Oh, saya rasa pergi belajar Jordan, balik sertifikat tu guna untuk jadi tukang sapu tek cicak. Dia punya persepsi sampai begitu. Saya pergi belajar, balik daripada Jordan 2000, tahun 2000 saya balik. 1995 saya pergi, tahun 2000 saya balik dengan honors, dengan kepujian. Saya dapat kerja. Bila dapat kerja tahun 2003-2004 saya mula masuk TV. Saya dapat kapsul program 3 minit, 4 minit. Lepas tu saya masuk forum perdana. Lepas tu saya buat tilawah interaktif. Lepas tu saya buat program-program lain pula. Oh, keluarga saya dah mula rekenan. Saya kata, bagus kau ni walaupun masuk Islam, bagus. Kau boleh cakap mengenai Islam, bagus. Kata dulu aku sapu tek cicak. Habis sampai sekarang keluarga saya baik dengan saya. Keluarga saya baik dengan saya, tak ada masalah. Islam tidak pernah membenci siapa-siapa, tuan-tuan. So itu saya nak sebut. Saya nak sebut bahawa siapa-siapa saja kita jumpa masih ada peluang untuk dapat hidayah Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Nampak macam-macam apa keadaan dia sekalipun, kita mesti meletakkan bahawa penghujungnya di tangan Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Inna Allah yaqbalu taubat an taubat abdihi ma lam yugharghir. Kan hadis sahih, seseorang hamba itu akan diterima taubatnya selagi mana nyawa tak sampai ke hujung kerongkong. Selagi itu taubat dia boleh diterima. Rasulullah pernah pesan agar setiap kita mohon agar beroleh husnul khatimah. Allahumma khtim lana bi husnil khatimah wa la takhtim alaina bi su'il khatimah. Kita kena minta, wahai Tuhan, berilah aku husnul khatimah. Minta tu. Minta husnul khatimah. Biar kesudahan hidup yang baik-baik. Biar mati tu mati yang baik. Surah Luqman, Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala sebut, La tadri nafsun mada taksibu gada, wa la tadri nafsun bi ayyi ardin tamut. Tidak ada satu nyawa pun dia tahu besok dia akan dapat apa. Sebab semua dalam ilmu Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Begitu juga tidak ada siapa pun tahu di mana dia akan mati besok. Di rumah dia, di office dia, di fakulti, di hospital, di jalan raya, di atas kapal terbang, di mana? Kita tak, siapa pun tak tahu. Sebab idza jaa ajaluha la yastakhiruna sa'atan wala yastaqdimun. Bila datang saja ajal itu, tak ada siapa yang boleh minta tangguh, dilewatkan ataupun dipercepatkan. Kalau beria kita minta, matikan aku ya Allah, susah sangat ambil medik ni. Sebenarnya aku tak nak, mak aku yang suruh jadi doktor ni. Ya Allah, kau matikan aku tak nak belajar. Kalau ada. Kalau tak ada, tak apalah. Ada tak? Kan? Nak buat macam mana? Tak terimalah itu sebagai takdir. Kan? Buatlah yang terbaik, jangan ada kecewa. Sebab terbaiklah tu Tuhan tentukan untuk kita. Mungkin ini adalah untuk kebaikan kita. Sebab saya ada juga jumpa budak-budak yang ambil medik ni kata, Ustaz, susah lah Ustaz. Sebab saya masa duduk Jordan dulu, masa buat PhD, saya duduk duduk sekali dengan budak medik. Budak medik duduk dengan saya ada 4 orang. Masa isteri saya dah balik Malaysia, saya tengah nak submit, tengah tunggu nak viva. So saya ambil budak medik, duduk dengan saya 4 orang. So daripada 4 orang tu, 2 orang tu tak nak jadi doktor. Sebab mak dia, ayah dia nak sangat dia jadi doktor. Jadi belajarlah. Asyik terkantoi-kantoi budak ni belajar. Tapi nak macam mana, saya pun nasihatkan dia, tak apa, ini sudah jadi takdir. Engkau bukan budak tak cerdik, engkau budak cerdik. Kan buatlah yang terbaik, tak apa, sama je. Kan paling tidak menjadi kebanggaan. Kan kita dapat pahala bila menggembirakan mak dan ayah. Kan itu kalau itu hajat ibu dan ayah, tunaikanlah, bukanlah besar sangat pun permintaan diorang. Kau kena struggle 5 ke 6 tahun, 7 tahun. Lepas tu struggle pula buat apa housemanship. Kau tengok apa ni MO tengking kau kan. Lain suami, lain. Saya dengar, saya pun terkejut. Oh Allah, mak, saya kata, tak apa, kau belajar. Sebab apa doktor tu marah? Saya boleh fikir balik kan. Beria sangatlah medical officer marah atau doktor pakar bila jumpa dengan Osman, budak-budak Osman ni dia marah ni kan. Mungkin juga dia punya marah ni make sense lah. Sometimes saya mula-mula rasa kesian juga. Kesian budak-budak tu kena marah dengan dia. Tak peduli kanan kiri siapa dia, marah aja budak tu. Kadang megah muka budak-budak perempuan. Tapi nak buat macam mana? Barangkali dia nak bagi tahu yang kau ni dekat sini main dengan nyawa tau. Dengan nyawa manusia. So, engkau tak boleh take for granted, engkau tak boleh main-main. This is very serious. So, barangkali begitulah dia nak asuh. Sabar je lah nak buat macam mana. Kan? Sama lah macam siapa dapat guru garang. Saya dulu guru Quran saya garang. Kan? Bila dapat guru garang, kita pandai. Saya ada 2-3 orang profesor dekat Jordan dulu, memang susah sangat. Susah sangat. Kalau Arab boleh kantoi kan, saya lagi lah. Pelajar-pelajar Arab yang hebat-hebat boleh kantoi. Kan saya lagi lah. Tapi takut belajar. Tapi apa yang dia ajar sangat-sangat memberi kesan sampai hari ini. Sangat-sangat memberi kesan. So tak apa, kadang-kadang kita kena lalui semua itu. Kemudian, dua persiapan sebelum ajal tiba. Pelaksanaan. Kita nak bagi tahu pak cik, mak cik, kita bagi tahu sebagai volunteer atau kita sebagai doktor atau kita sendiri. Kan? Pemulihan qalb. Kita nak betulkan hati kita ni. Qalba. Sumiyal qalbu qalban li kathrati taqallubihi. Dinamakan qalb kerana dikerap berbolak-balik. Satu benda organ dalam tubuh badan manusia yang selalu berbolak-balik. Sebab itu dalam banyak-banyak organ ni Allah sebut qalb ini sebanyak 118 kali. Dalam Quran, mata, telinga, kaki, kepala, hidung, mulut, tak pula disebut banyak tu. Tapi bila sebut jantung, disebut sebanyak 118 kali. Qalb ini kalau ikut translation dia adalah heart. It's not liver, it's heart. Tapi bahasa Melayu disebut qalb, dia kata hati. Salah tu. Salah terjemahan. Tapi bila saya baca Kamus Dewan Pustaka, dia kata qalb yang dimaksudkan ialah hati sanubari. Pula dah. Dah apa masalah kau kalau qalb berkata jantung saja kan? Kalau dalam bahasa Arab Kalau bahasa Inggeris ni qalb, kalau search qalb dia akan keluar heart. Dia tak keluar liver. Betul, sama juga dalam bahasa Arab pun qalb itu qalb lah. Kalau hati ni dalam bahasa Arab nama dia kibdah. Lain dah tu. Lain. Perkataan lain, intonasi dia sudah lain, connotation dia pun dah lain, jadi tak sama lah. Cuba lihat. Kita sekarang bulan Rejab kan, Rasulullah pergi Isra Mi'raj. Betul? Rasulullah pergi Isra Mi'raj. Bila Rasulullah pergi Isra Mi'raj, Rasulullah dibawa ke Telaga Zamzam. Sampai di Telaga Zamzam, dada Rasulullah dibelah, dikeluarkan, hati apanya, baru aku cakap jantung. Kau mazhab lama lagi. Keluarkan jantung, because nothing to do with your liver. You can donate part of your liver, but you cannot donate part of your heart. Betul tak? Atau salah? Betul. Kenapa doktor semua tak sokong? Kan? Betul kan? Jadi maksudnya dibersihkan jantung tu, dibersihkan dengan air Zam-Zam. Allah penuhkan hikmah iman dan hikmah, dikembalikan balik. Kemudian baru Rasulullah dibawa berlayar daripada Baitul Maqdis daripada Masjidil Haram pergi Baitul Maqdis, pergi melepasi 7 lapisan langit untuk bertemu dengan Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Motif dia signifikan daripada penyucian jantung itu adalah untuk dibawa Muhammad bertemu dengan Tuhan. So hati-hati yang kotor ini perlu disucikan. Tidak boleh dibawa menghadap Tuhan. So sebelum mati, hati kena clear dulu. Kalau hati itu tak clear, Tuhan pun tak nak jumpa. Yauma la yanfa'u malun wala banuna illa man atallaha biqalbin salim. Hari mana Allah tidak akan beri manfaat, biar banyak mana harta benda kita, biar banyak mana keturunan kita, kalau kita datang dengan hati yang porak-poranda, Tuhan tak terima. Illa man atallaha biqalbin salim. Hati itu kalau tenang, kalau baik, kalau suci, kalau bersih, tidak ada kesumat, maka bawalah menghadap Tuhan. Tuhan bila-bila masa saja welcoming you. Sama juga sehari semalam saya solat 5 waktu. Aku dah mula sasul dah. 5 waktu. Jangan kata, takkan dah delete Ustaz. 5 waktu solat. 5 waktu solat. Bila saya menghadap Allah Subhanahu wa taala, Allahu Akbar, hati yang mana saya bawa? Jantung mana yang saya bawa? Kan? Qalb yang macam mana saya bawa? 118 kali Tuhan sebut dalam Al-Quran. Bukan sekali, 118 kali. Penting, jarang-jarang manusia beri perhatian. Saya kan bila baca balik, bila saya kaji balik, rupa-rupanya tempat duduk roh manusia ni jantung. Tempat duduk roh manusia ni jantung. Kalau jantung stop, yang lain semua akan stop. Jantung stop, yang lain semua stop. Kalau jantung tak stop, even your brain dead, consider you masih hidup lagi. Dia bagi alat pernapasan, alat bantuan dan sebagainya, bagi awak hidup. Tapi pada hakikatnya, bagi doktor, bagi medical, dia sudah mati. So betapa pentingnya qalb. So kita nak bagi tahu apa saja yang berkaitan dengan qalb ini kita langsaikan. Ada persengketaan, semua kita minta. Sebagai volunteers ni kita bawa. Kita sendiri kena bawa jiwa yang bersih dan kita mengajak orang, maafkanlah pakcik, maafkan orang tu, maafkan orang ni. Tidak mahu ada apa-apa yang kita simpan, kan? Sebab dia akan melewatkan lagi perhitungan, penghisaban di hadapan Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Pemulihan amal ibadat. Pemulihan maksudnya kita perkasakanlah lagi, minta dia orang jaga balik amal ibadat. Kalau ada yang tertinggal bagi orang Islam, hendaklah dia qada. Kalau puasa tertinggal, qada. Kalau ada solat tertinggal pun boleh start qada dah, slow-slow qada. Kita kena qada, tak boleh. Pemulihan ibadat, sama ada saya perbaiki balik mutu kualiti ibadat saya, ataupun dalam masa yang sama saya juga membayar balik hutang-hutang berkaitan dengan yang amalan-amalan yang tertinggal. Saya tak tahu. Sejak kita ni diambil kira, sejak kita baligh ni, kita tahu yang mana tertinggal, kita kena bayar balik. Tanda-tanda husnul khatimah, mengucap 2 kalimah syahadah. So saya sebut tadi, Allah makhtim lana, minta Tuhan beri kita mati yang baik. 2 kalimah syahadah. Mengucap, yang nak mati tu dia mengucap asyhadu an la ilaha illallah, asyhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah, ataupun disebut asyhadu an la ilaha illallah, mati husnul khatimah. Yang kedua, meninggal sedang dahi berpeluh. Ada orang meninggal kan berpeluh dahi dia. Itu di antara mati yang husnul khatimah. Meninggal malam atau siang Jumaat, malam Jumaat dia meninggal. Ataupun siang hari Jumaat dia meninggal, maka itu juga husnul khatimah. Syahid di jalan Allah, berperang, mati di medan jihad dan sebagainya. Dia maksudnya mati di medan jihad. Termasuklah juga kalau seseorang itu meninggal masa sedang menuntut ilmu fi sabilillah. Saya keluar untuk buat kerja-kerja baik fi sabilillah, tanpa saya menghadkan fi sabilillah itu dalam konteks yang nampak. Ialah pada hari ini mana ada medan jihad, bila ada, kan? Yang kelima, meninggal kerana ta'un, penyakit ta'un. Yang bawah ni semua penyakit. So sebab itu dia husnul khatimah ini, dia lihat kepada penyakit-penyakit yang ada pula. Sakit dalam perut, Dr. Ishak pakar dalam bidang dia panggil apa? Okey, kemudian meninggal kerana terbakar. Kita dikumpul ataupun rumah terbakar, kita meninggal. Macam ada anak-anak tahfiz yang meninggal kan. Cuma saya terkilan, kenapa budak aja meninggal, ustaz dia tak meninggal pun. Jahat kan? Jahat ni ustaz ni. Jahat apanya, budak tak berdosa meninggal kot. Lepas tu ustaz tu besok bagi statement, tak apa, insya-Allah ni semua anak-anak syurga. Saya kata, kalau anak syurga ni tak payah mati kat sekolah tahfiz kau. Mati kat rumah saya pun kalau budak tu tak balik, anak syurga juga. Jangan alih lah. Silap engkau semua syurga. Bawa budak tahfiz 12 orang dalam 13 orang dalam satu van. Tak ada rotek, tak di servis kereta, ustaz yang bawa tu tak ada lesen. Aksiden meninggal. Semua anak syurga. Elok sumbat balik ustaz-ustaz tu dalam tu. Termasuk pengetua dia sekali. I don't care. Boleh apa saya? Salah-salah lah. Jangan dicandukan agama ini. Syurga-syurga. Habis kalau kamu meninggal sedang menuntut ilmu, tak masuk syurga ke? Anak-anak di rumah 12, kalau sebelum balik meninggal tak masuk syurga ke? Selagi mana tak dicatat salah, dia selagi itulah di syurga. Amboi, senang-senang. Kau tak buat bangunan ikut spek yang betul, ada hati nak buat sekolah tahfiz, kau buat tak ada buat apa ni, safety semua tak. Tengok dewan ni pun ada untuk pemadam. Ni spek-spek PBT tetapkan, mesti penuhi dulu. Nak dapat lesen buat sekolah tahfiz. Saya setuju sekolah-sekolah tahfiz yang tak memenuhi spek tu tutup aja. Marahlah tu. Okey. Budak tahfiz meninggal di siang hari, jatuh dalam sungai. 2 orang jatuh meninggal. Siang hari. Siang hari bukan budak belajar ke? Mana pergi kelas? Takkan tak ada kelas sampai budak boleh keluar mandi sungai siang hari tahfiz. Hari sekolah pula meninggal. Lepas tu anak syurga. Budak tu confirm lah syurga. Saya tak ada masalah. Ajal, maut, mati semua di tangan Tuhan. Tak ada masalah. Tapi cara urus yang saya tak berkenan. Kalau kamu nak masuk anak-anak besok, kalau dah dapat anak nak masuk sekolah tahfiz, cari sekolah tahfiz yang proper, hantar. Yang betul-betul ada kebajikan terjaga, keselamatan, akademik dia ada, kurikulum dia ada, tak tertinggal daripada arus pengajar pendidikan perdana. Kadang pergi tengok sekolah tahfiz ni, ya Rabbi ya Karim, sedih. Macam-macam penyakit kulit budak kena. Saya nak bagi tahu CSR buat kat sekolah tahfiz. Kalau pelajar-pelajar ni nak buat praktikal, buat sekolah-sekolah tahfiz. Kita nak pergi buat khidmat untuk sekolah-sekolah tahfiz. Takut ustaz-ustaz kata tak apa, kita semua tawakal. Salah. Ni purple semua ni sekolah tahfiz bukan? Tahfiz. Tahfiz juga. Lepas tu Kompleks Saadah. Oh. Kompleks Saadah Seremban. Seremban, Cikgu Adnan, saya kenal lah. Kan meninggal kerana terbakar, meninggal dalam runtuhan bangunan, meninggal kerana bersalin, kan? Meninggal kerana penyakit dan meninggal kerana tembak. Sebelum aku di New Zealand baru ni, bunuh tembak kan, 9 ikat 50 orang, tembak mati, semua dapat syahid. Kan syahid akhirat kerana mereka berada dalam, yalah paling tidak saya sebut begini, daripada satu Jumaat ke Jumaat berikut adalah penghapus dosa kan. So bila masuk Jumaat berikutnya mereka baru lepas solat. So automatik mereka dah dapat satu peruntukan, iaitu mereka dah dapat penghapusan dosa. Lepas dapat penghapusan dosa, orang tu pergi tembak pula. Tembak, meninggal. Hari Jumaat, syahid, dah lah kena tembak, baru lepas penghapusan dosa. Lepas tu hari Jumaat, so mati dibunuh kan, consider mati dibunuh. So semua dapat, banyak mana dia dapat kelebihan tanda-tanda husnul khatimah. Ya, jadi bagi saya ini adalah satu musibah yang menimpa umat Islam. Tapi secara tidak langsung, walaupun kita kehilangan 50 orang, yakinlah Allah akan terangkan lebih ramai lagi, untuk terangkan hati lebih ramai lagi orang untuk lihat Islam ni sebagai agama yang baik. Dia akan mulalah orang mengkaji, orang akan membaca, orang akan kan laung azan dilaungkan di New Zealand. Dalam Parlimen New Zealand, Perdana Menteri dia pun berselawatlah, mengucaplah, kemudian dibacakan doa, dibaca Quran, automatik diperkenalkan Islam. Abul Hasan Ali An-Nadawi dia ada karang satu buku. Buku itu berjudul Madza khasirul alam bi inhitatil muslimin. Apa kerugian dialami oleh dunia dengan rosakan Islam. Jadi saudara dan saudari, tuan-tuan yang saya kasih sekalian, so tanda-tanda husnul khatimah banyak dan tanggungjawab kita juga banyak. Pertama sekali kita minta supaya kita dapat husnul khatimah, dan kita bantu dalam tugas-tugas volunteer kita ni supaya orang yang kita temui, kita pandu dia supaya dia juga dapat husnul khatimah. Barangkali orang yang kita jumpa dekat hospital, harapannya mengikut medical mungkin payah. Jadi di situlah kita nak beri peringatan supaya biarlah dia rasa dengan sakit yang dia alami itu dapat penghapusan dosa. Sakit ni hapus dosa. Orang kata lama sakit ustaz, tak apa, sakit ni di Tuhan nak bagi keampunan. Sakit ni Tuhan nak beri keampunan. Mudah-mudahan dengan keampunan itu kita dapat husnul khatimah. Sekian daripada saya. Segala yang baik itu datang daripada Allah. Segala yang kurang adalah kelemahan saya. Saya sudahi dengan wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okey, alhamdulillah, terima kasih Ustaz Faiz. Saya nak menjemput Ustaz Faiz sekali lagi untuk ke pentas untuk penyampaian cenderamata. Yes, silakan Ustaz. Okey, dijemput Dr. Ishak Mas'ud selaku pengarah Hospital Pakar Islam, diiringi oleh Ustaz Zulkifli Awang, pengarah program seminar Sukarelawan Hospital Kebangsaan 2019, untuk menyampaikan sedikit cenderamata. Alhamdulillah, dengan berakhirnya slot yang terakhir pada petang ini, maka berakhirlah program kita pada petang ini. Semoga segala perkongsian pada hari ini dapat dimanfaatkan walaupun dalam sekecil-kecil perkara, dan semoga semangat kesukarelawanan terus mekar dalam jiwa kita semua. Dan akhir sekali, semoga Allah mengurniakan husnul khatimah pada diri kita semua. Amin, amin ya rabbal alamin. Okey, sedikit pengumuman ya. Para hadirin boleh mendapatkan sijil dan resit di kaunter pendaftaran di luar dewan. Dan satu lagi, jika ada sesiapa yang kehilangan telefon, boleh berjumpa dengan ursutia untuk proses seterusnya. Sedikit ada pembetulan ya. Minum petang tidak disediakan. So insyaAllah selepas ni saudara-saudari boleh pulang dengan insyaAllah senang hati dan penuh jiwanya dengan perkongsian yang kita dapat pada hari ini, dan semoga Allah mempermudahkan urusan saudara pada hari ini ya. Okey, kita akan tutup majlis dengan tasbih kafarah dan suratul As.